I have another closing.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Yeah. Here, Erica just did her first like corporate relo. So congrats to her.
thank you. That was crazy. 52-page contract.
What was it?
It's like it was a condo that was with a relocation company, and it was a little tricky, but we made it. We made it happen.
Nice. Congratulations. That's
Yeah,
amazing. The
thank
hard
you.
ones are always annoying when you're working on them, but like after you're done, you're a smarter person, right? So,
Yeah,
so the difficult
yeah,
ones are the best ones once they close.
yes. And these people took our offer a month later. After
Oh,
we were under contract, canceled. A month later, we came back and offered the same thing and got it.
that's
So
amazing. Congrats.
thank you.
I'd like to give a shout out to myself, I guess. I was able to recruit 3 people this past week, so so amazing stuff. We have some people. Obviously, we're trying to grow the company, and I feel like having some strategic partners is going to really help us like grow together, especially since we're still small right now. So yeah, so I'm gonna bring on. His name is Maximus, and he is going to help us with some social media. He is also an investor. He's a flipper. So he's down to do different seminars. If you guys want to work with more investors, you can definitely join up. There's going to be a lot of opportunity. But yeah, so super excited. So he should be hopefully in the next couple weeks. He'll be on the team. And we're throwing an event on June 10th at the office from 5 to 9. So if you guys want to mark that on your calendar, it's an investor meetup. There should be about 50 people there. So I would love for you guys to come. Investors, those are the ones I personally work with. Like they're constantly buying. Like I mean, I have a guy right now. I'm putting an offer in, and he's buying. So I make a couple grand in a buy. It's off market. I'm gonna make a couple money in a sell. And yeah, so and I've done like 3 like the past couple months with him. So if you can get one of those, you're sitting pretty. So yeah, so I would love for you guys to see everyone there. Like I said, June 10th. Can we put that? Can we send that out, Michelle, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll send you information on it, the flyer, whatnot, once I get it. But yeah, June 10th, 5 to 9.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you. And then yeah, so guys, as we're growing, just keep in mind, recruiting is a great way to kind of create a separate stream of income. So you do have a downline. So the first person that you bring on the flat fee model, they get 100. If they close the deal, you get 100. The next one's 100, and the next one's 50. So
if you bring on 5, your fees are waived for 6 months.
Oh, and we're rolling out the good stuff, guys. 5. If you bring on 5 people,
fees are waived for 6 months.
Your
monthly fee.
Your monthly fee is waived for 6 months. So that's crazy. So I'm definitely not going to be paying any more monthly fees here, guys. Get on the train. But yeah, so amazing. So yeah, let's keep that in mind. So what I'm using this for is recruiting. So if you have someone that you think you want to get them, over the fence, like you've been talking about, they talk about investing. This is a great meetup to use as recruiting for us. So try to bring anybody. You've been looking at recruiting. I could talk to them. I'll help you try to close them. But yeah, let's work together as a team. And then we're gonna try to have at least one of these a month. So I have another one planned on June 25th. I'm still working out the details on that one, but that's going to be here as well. Probably same time. It's a Thursday. So with that being said, I got Greg on the line here. He's our inspector. He's actually my BNI group. Great guy. He does commercial, residential. So I wanted to have part of being a good real estate agent is having a good vendor network. So I'm always meeting new, like I have like probably 20 inspectors, and I still need one. Like in Tallahassee, I had closing a deal now, and I'm like, dang, I don't have Tallahassee, but Greg would have gone there for me. So I'm like, dang, I definitely got to get Greg in the group. So you still there, Greg?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Great. So you're telling about yourself, Greg, your business, what you do.
Yes, sir. So my name is Greg King. I'm the founder and owner of Elite Choice Inspections. We've been around for we hit 6 years in April. So I've been doing this about 9, almost 10. Central Florida area. We go out pretty far. Everything but that down south and has a glade in it. We won't be going that far. As far as what we do residential and light commercial. So when I say light commercial, meaning anything less than 15,000 square feet. Because once you start getting up there, you got to get documentations, you got to start, reviewing and things of that sort. So I, I'm a small company, so I kind of want to stay below that 15,000 square feet. So it just made matters easier on me. As far as, I mean, home inspectors are pretty much straightforward, man. We look at things. As far as that go, I do have experience in roofing, plumbing, electrical, uh, structure. I work with GCs. I work with painters. So I've worked with quite a few bit of things to get inside this field. I have commercial and residential maintenance in my background too as well. So that's what kind of made me become more of a home inspector too as well. Get away from that labor too as well, and also use all the knowledge that I have in one.
What
So that's
is stuff to be looking for right now that people are overlooking as a real?
yeah, for sure. So I like to tell all new. I got a little list for you guys too as well. So just make sure I keep it simple too. So as far as, I mean, you can be a seasoned realtor, a new realtor, it doesn't matter who you are. Um, if you are doing a showing at a property, to save yourself time. I'll start here for showing. So to save yourself time in the showing, you can simply just look at the condition of the roof. You know what I mean? If the roof is missing shingles, if you know it has wet stains inside the house and whatnot, and the roof wasn't recently replaced, okay, just start having that mindset. Hey, do I need to talk to my buyers? Maybe we may need to replace this roof, or of course, negotiating, of course, to get the roof replaced. I think that's for commercial and residential. And as far as the exterior too as well. That's just you walking around the house, having a better set of eyes, and of course it helps you too as well as a realtor. They trust you a lot more when you know a little bit more, what to look for in the house. So cracks outside the house, trees overhanging the roof, drainage. Just go in there and run some water and see if there's a leak in there. See if the drainage is good. Uh, and then one of the biggest things too as well, the HVAC system. How old is it? So let's look at that too as well. Yeah, we like pretty houses, but let's save a lot of time. Let's go look at the main things first. If we know that we're on a budget, we know that, hey, um your max is 350. Cool, we're looking at his resale. How much do you have saved? Blah blah blah. Let's look at these appliances and see if we can afford to replace them or if they still work. So with that too as well. So you have older units too as well that could possibly be inside of the unit, inside of the house. Dirty filters. Check to make sure it turns on. Just simple things of that sort. And also if you're doing a showing and you run into an electrical panel, and if you see a lot of colors on your panel, automatically think that insurance is not going to want that. If you see a lot of colors on your panel. So that's Sanisco, that's Savannah, that's FPE. That's for commercial and residential. If you see colors on the panel, just go ahead and say, hey, I had to replace this.
What do you mean?
So meaning if you go to electrical panel, so like 1970, 1960, you go to electrical panel. Like for example, your electrical panel box, it's all black, right? Inside your house. So now, if you go inside that panel box and you start seeing blue, green, purple, and all this other stuff, all this other type of breakers that you should not see, it's because that's from the 80s,
Gotcha.
70s, maybe 60s. Yeah. So, and that doesn't mean that's whenever you see that panel, 9 times out of 10, that house was not rewired. So now you're probably looking at a wiring issue too as well. So that's a little deeper to go with it though, but that's just a mindset to have too as well. And if the panel isn't updated, mostly on time that the outlets aren't updated. So now let's look at the outlets. Are they yellow? Are they white? If they're yellow, yeah, it's 9 times out of 10 the house has not been rewired. So that's what you have to look for too as well.
That's interesting.
Um,
Love that. Thanks, Greg.
yeah, and plumbing pipes. So if anybody shoot, even copper right now is giving people problems now. So if you're seeing copper, I encourage everybody to research copper with corrosion. Research copper with corrosion. Research polybutylene piping. Um, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, realtors hate. I know you guys hate polybutylene piping. That's just automatically, that's a repipe. That's the repipe of the whole house. No way around it. It's a rubbery type of pipe, like really gray and rubbery. So that's a little homework to look up to as well. Um, and bottom line too as well, that with the piping, the old panels, just automatically start thinking, hey, can this house be insured? And yeah, probably not. So that's something you have to work on too as well. And these are things to look at during your showing, just so you don't waste time. Because if you know you have a client that's on the budget and you know it has to be replumbed, we might as well go to the next house. You know, especially if anybody with a budget too as well. And then also just keep in mind too, like tell all seasoned realtors, new realtors, inspections aren't mandatory, of course, but you want to protect yourself and your buyers.
And you're insured,
You know
right?
what I mean? Yeah, I'm
How,
insured. I have Hiscox insurance.
no, the warranty. I think it said there was a warranty, right? Didn't you say that? Or crazy?
So I offer warranties with my inspection. Not necessarily my insurance. But it's a 90-day insurance. It's a 90-day insurance for you. Just so sometimes, like I believe one realtor said on the line, she said, "Yeah, we closed on a house a month later on the same house." You know what I mean? So that matters. You know what I mean? So we don't know what they did in that month. So typically, once you start to go through that process, homeowners, I've seen it a dozen times, probably 100 times. Homeowners, when they near they're under contract, they feel like they don't have to do anything else to the house. That's filter, that's plumbing. They don't have to do anything to the house. So I've ran in cases where you have buyers, they move in, we don't know, delayed closing, finance, whatever the case may be. You got to get things fixed, and all of a sudden now the AC don't work on day 62, and we're trying to figure out why it don't work. Well, yeah, because Johnny and Sally was running the AC for 60 days straight without turning it off. So that things like that matter,
So
especially with electrical too as well.
the warranty would cover if the AC was broken or something after the closing.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow,
So it will. Yeah, so for 90 days it will.
that's crazy.
So yeah, it does have more options.
How much is
So if you go longer,
it automatically with every inspection?
say it again.
It comes automatically with every inspection you do.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow, that's
So
amazing.
that's yeah, that's something I offer. I don't do it for commercial. That's a little bit more, liability on commercial. But it's really just for, I've had it before in the past. I took it away because nobody was using it. But then I brought it back because a lot of people, then asked me to bring it back. So I brought it back. And it just helps a lot of people out.
No, that's great. That's happened to me for a client of mine like a month after her AC. Like, thank God she had the home warranty. So I got her the warranty and she was able to get, like, it's happened to me for sure. So yeah, we'll send your email out to everyone, your contact info, Michelle, right? You can do that for you get a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah, anything else?
Shoot, if you guys have any questions, home
Yeah.
inspections, we're the simple people. So
Yeah. Questions for Greg?
I mean, I would say, like, for the team, what would you think are the biggest deal breakers? Like, when you're going through a home, like, is it the roof? Is it the windows? Piping, obviously, you mentioned. Is there anything else you see and you're like, okay, this is something that you need to walk away from?
okay, good question. So I will never tell you to walk away. that's for starters. So I will never have influence on that. But I will say deal breakers for insurance. So any house can be fixed. We have flippers in this group. Any house can be fixed. I mean, any house can be repaired. Now, the biggest issues was, can it be insured? That would be the biggest issue when you're looking at a property. So I always tell everyone, I look at a house from a home inspection standpoint as a 4-question test. So you have roof, plumbing, electrical, and structure. So I tell everyone all the time, if you don't at least have 3 out of these 4 things, your house pretty much failed for insurance without even trying to look for it. So now if you have 4 of those things, the roof is good, the plumbing is good, electrical is good, the structure is good. Okay, so now everything else will of course seem cosmetic. You can fix those things over time. So now deal breakers as far as just any type of house insurance will be the biggest deal breaker. If it can be fixed, it can be fixed. Now, if we're going deeper, we're talking about down payment assistance, Hometown Hero, FHA, VA loans, all that good stuff, rural areas. If we're talking that now they're looking at termite inspections. They're looking at, does the windows open? They're looking at, okay, does the fence, does it work? Does it operate? Okay, how old is that water heater? So now they're looking at things like that of the sort. Okay, if you have a broken truss in the attic, we need to get that fixed. So now it goes a lot deeper when it comes to specific loans. So I know the biggest deal breakers with those loans would be water damage, termites. I just did a house where it was one window in a room and the window did not work. That's a deal breaker. That's a safety concern. You know what I mean? Safety outlets like GFCIs, things of that sort. Those would be deal breakers for those type of loans. But insurance would be deal breakers for any type of loan, especially trying to close on a house. So I would say I'll give an example for all four. So the roof. If your roof is more than 18 years of age, automatically think replacement. Insurance may not cover you. So just think replacement already. So now with electrical, if you got cloth wiring and those old panels that I've discussed earlier, then yeah, just go ahead. If you can't replace it, you can't rewire it, just go ahead and just walk away. If you have old plumbing, the polybutylene, sometimes corroded copper, it's a hit or miss for copper. But if you do have old copper or polybutylene, if you can't replumb it, walk away. Now the AC is, it's a hit or miss for the AC. I think it all depends on how the underwriter is feeling about that. But the water heater also is a deal breaker. So the water heater can't be original to the house, especially if it's 25 years old or things of the sort. If there's a water heater over 15, 17 years old, not that you can't get insurance, it'll be very difficult. Because that's a liability in itself. Because water heaters, they can leak, they can cause a fire, they can do a lot of things as far as the water heater go. And that, if I'm talking too fast, I apologize. But that's those are some deal breakers too as
No,
well.
I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for jumping on the call, and yeah,
Hey, I have a question. Hey Greg, it's Erica. Do you give like same day reports back or next day?
Yes, I do same day reporting.
Okay.
So now if we have a late night inspection like 5:36, then maybe you'll get it the next day, probably like 1 o'clock in the morning. But I mean, you'll get it, but it just probably be like 1 a.m.
And how long does it take to schedule you? Like if
It doesn't take long. I have a website. You can schedule on a website. I typically squeeze everyone in, as long as I have a hour or two, in the middle between each inspection. I typically squeeze it in. As long as it's not like Tampa, then you want me to drive back to Jacksonville. That'd be kind of,
right.
that'd be kind of crazy.
I know. No, I
But
feel you. Thank
yeah,
you. Okay, so like within a week or something, or in a couple of days, because I do have an inspector. I could call him sometimes, like within a day or two, he could come.
yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, we can
Okay.
get it done
Awesome.
quickly. So we
Okay,
we
thank
do
you.
report as we're there. So
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
yes, ma'am. And,
any other
and
questions?
I'm sorry,
How
I forgot to
long?
mention too. So we do all types of inspections too as well. We do termites, so we're a one-stop shop. So we do termites, we do sewer scope. We don't do septic. We don't do septic. You gotta have a big machine for that, so we don't do that. Recertification. We just added sinkhole assessments too as well, so we can do sinkhole assessments. It's really for insurance. But of course, if you're buying a house in a sinkhole area, insurance may give you a hard time, like, hey, get a sinkhole assessment.
Do you do well?
I do well, yes, sir.
Oh, nice. Okay, awesome. And you have
And then
contact for
mold
septic.
testing as well.
You do the
Yeah, I got contacts on septic. Yeah.
All right, cool, awesome. That works.
Yeah.
That's great. He's a great resource. Trust me, it's hard to find commercial. It's hard to find someone who does septic. Oh yeah, obviously he doesn't do septic, but to do well. So definitely make sure you guys take down his info. Like you'll get like this will be like a client that maybe with a mobile home or something. Like those are usually like weird
Oh,
little.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, mobile homes are their own kind of category, so sometimes it can be difficult to have an inspector. So that's amazing. Great job, Greg. Well, for time's sake, let's go ahead and end the call. But really appreciate you jumping on the call. We'll send your information we'll also send out information on the events, which you're welcome to come too, Greg. So I would love for you to
Yeah,
come.
I thought about it too.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Before
don't think about it. Be
before
about
we
it.
go,
I'll add you to the
before
invite.
we go, I think it was an Iris. I think that was when I say something. I think 'cause I
Oh,
interrupted somebody.
I have a question. I'm sorry.
I think I interrupted
Yeah.
somebody.
Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah. I just wanted to know how long does it take specifically for all of the testing to happen as a new realtor?
Okay. So for if we're doing all testing, I'll probably be there for a little bit. But well water testing typically only takes 30 minutes. Mold testing, that's just more so if I'm there, swab, whatever the case may be. And then you have
Awesome. Mold is a big one too, guys. That's a very
yeah,
and it's hard.
air quality test too as well.
Those are
I do those too.
right for testing, and it takes like 24 hours. Or how long does it take for those?
So about 40, I tell them 48 hours because we don't know about their workload. We don't know what they got going on in the lab. So I always say 48 hours.
Greg, forgive me if I'm wrong. So Iris, I think you were asking more so like about like the whole entire inspection, like from start to finish.
Yes.
So I think it depends.
Oh, okay.
It depends on the size of the house typically. Inspections can run pretty long, but I'll let Greg chime in on that.
No. You're right on it. That's actually correct. So typically, I'll give you an example. If it's 1,500 square feet, it shouldn't take no more than 2 hours and 33 max. Now if it's a big property over 2,500, 3,000 square feet, yeah, probably 3.5 hours because one, I don't rush my inspections too as well. Two, I double back, making sure I don't miss anything. And then also it depends on exactly what I'm doing. I could be doing a 4-point wind mid. So a WDO, whatever inspector you use, a WDO, the termite inspection, it should never be done at the same time as an inspection. So meaning a regular residential inspection. So I'm going to do your residential inspection, which should take 2.5 hours or whatnot, just give or take an estimate. The WDO is then performed after that inspection. So that can be like another 45 minutes to an hour. So there are two separate inspections. I need two different set of eyes when it comes to that. So it can take longer if it's a WDO or a residential inspection.
Okay, I just got one last little question. How much do you charge and how much is your wind mitt and your 4-point? If just to say
So
like
as
a
far,
standard house or maybe something under 4,000 square feet or to 2,000 square feet, something like that.
so if it's on the, so I have different price ranges from 1,500 to 2,001. So they start at 400 before I start adding. So if you're doing a package deal, if it starts at 400, that's just 1,500 square feet. Starts at 400, and for the windmill and 4-point as an add-on is $60. Now for a WDO termite, it's an additional 115, and then you have the mold testing, which is separate, that's 150, and then you got air quality tests, which that pricing varies on how the size of the house. And then you have my 4-point wind mitt. If you don't want to do the inspection and you just want to do a 4-point and wind mitigation, they're 175.
Okay, that's not bad. Thank you.
Yeah. Other than that, yep. You guys have any other questions, please feel free. You can text, call me. If you email me, it may take a while. I'm still young, so I don't look at my email too often. So just please shoot me a text or give me a call, and I'll definitely get back to you a lot quicker.
Thank you so much, Greg. Really appreciate you jumping on the call, and you're very knowledgeable, and definitely we'll be working with you. I'll definitely say I love the warranty. That's amazing. That's I'm sold on that, man, for sure, because that's just an extra layer of protection, for your client. So
yes, sir, and I can send that too as well. If you want to send me an email, pretty much, like a pricing sheet, and then what I offer to as well, I can reply to it with the things that I offer in a pricing sheet for an example.
If you
And
want to,
maybe a couple sample reports too as well.
yeah, that'd be great. If you want to send it to me, I can send it out to the team and then I'll also put it under like our contractors list on the shared drive with like all of your information, so our agents could just go in there and access it and view it whenever they want.
Okay, for sure. I got you.
Awesome. Thank you.
all right, guys.
problem.
Thank you so much. Have a great
having
week.
me on.
Thanks.
Wait, say that